Good morning, everyone. Let us begin today's EVS2 period with this beautiful thought. Freedom is when you really get your own powers which are within you. I am repeating. Freedom is when you really get your own power which are within you. Children, we have begun with the chapter Stone Age Stone Tools. In this, we have already seen the factor determining the choice of tool. Later on, we have seen that how different type of resources which were available in primitive age were used by men to make tools, and among them only stone tools are available as a sources, because other things are perishable, they decomposes. So we only have tools made up of stone during excavation. Hence it was called Stone Age. Further, we have also seen that Stone Age is again divided into three main periods. First, Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age, which was about 2 million years ago. Second was Middle Stone Age or called as Mesolithic Age, which was about 12,000 BC to 7,000 BC from today. And third was Neolithic or New Stone Age. It was 7,000 to 2000 BC, that is before Christ. We have already begun with the Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age in detail. We have seen that Homo habilis and Homo erectus belong to this age. So they have used the technique of percussion, the method which was used by Homo habilis and Homo erectus, making tools by striking one on another continuously and then giving it a desired shape. It was called percussion technique. And the first tool of Old Stone Age, which was made by those Homo habilis and or Homo erectus, they were very crude, they were rough. Only one side of those tools were sharp, and those were called the choppers, as shown in the figure. Then we have seen that these choppers were only used for breaking nuts and bones. They were not used for hunting. And flakes which were produced while shaping these tools, they were used to scrape the meat or to chop the meat and other foodstuff or sharpening the sticks. So these were the various uses of the tools made by Homo habilis or Homo erectus. Then we have seen tools like hand axe and cleaver. So I have shown you in the previous videos that what cleaver is. So in this way they made the cleaver, which was made by Homo erectus, which was much more proportionate and appropriate than the tools made by Homo habilis. So before making any such proper or proportionate tool, they need to visualize it. So they were imagining it, they were visualizing it mentally, and then actually they were making it. This shows that they were having the capacity to think, to imagine, to visualize. So in this way Homo erectus made more symmetrical tools than Homo habilis. We have also seen to obtain flakes he used antlers and hammers. Antlers means the horns, म्हणजे शिंग, as a hammer. So they were using these antlers because they were not having any other sources. The resource available was these natural things. So antlers are also very hard. So they were using it as hammer. Hammer म्हणजे ठोकण्याकरता. You can see the picture on 26 page number of your textbook. Just below the second part, he is using the antlers and he is trying to remove smaller flakes. He further sharpened the edges of those flakes for scraping the meat. Now Homo erectus has improved the task. They have made various types of tools according to the task and the demand of the task. Means whatever was the work, accordingly they were shaping the tools. So various type of tools they were preparing. With improved tools, they were able to now hunt animals. So these animals were deer, bison and rabbit. They were hunting such animal, Homo erectus. Homo habilis were not able to hunt. They were just forager. Now let's see further on page number 27 of your textbook. We will continue with the Paleolithic age. The Neanderthal. Now first we know were Homo habilis, then came Homo erectus and then was the Neanderthal man. So in the process of evolution, the capacity to think, imagine was changing, it was evolving. So these Neanderthal were more advanced than habilis and erectus. So let us see what they did. Neanderthal man made further progress in tool making technique. He began to make smaller tools. Now he was able to use various imagining power and according to the task, big or small tools he was able to make, the Neanderthal man. Homo sapiens brought about a revolution in technique of making tool. Now up to now Neanderthals, they were using specific technique to make the tool. Maybe they were still practicing the technique of percussion, that means hitting one stone by another. But now Homo sapien, as they have more and more thinking developed brain, they have used a new technique of making the tools. Now because of their ability to observe, imagine, think, they have used this technique. Now he devised technique, that means he designed or planned. He devised the technique of making long and narrow blades of stone. Now slowly and steadily he was able to sharp the stone. Otherwise it is not an easy task to sharp the stone. So by using various technique, his thinking capacity, he was making long and narrow blades out of stones. Now obviously for this he will need a specific type of stone. Any stone can't be made long and narrow, otherwise it may break. So a specific type of stone is needed which will be hard, so that while devising the technique, it won't break. He made implements like knife, scraper, borer, chisel, etc. from these long blades. So the blades which were made out of stones, so he used them as a knife. Then scraper. Scraper means instrument used to scrape, that means to detach small portion. Chilna. Borer, a drill tool made for drilling. It is a like drill machine, so you can make a hole with borer. Then chisel. Chisel is a again tool made to remove a small part. Now chisel you have seen, I guess, while in the previous standard, that when a sculptor make the sculpture, मूर्तिकार है ना, दगडातून मूर्ती जेव्हा बनवत असतो, कोरत असतो, what he does, slowly and steadily he cuts the pieces of the stone and then he gave the accurate shape which he desire. For that he used the hammer. So he is hitting directly. If he hit with the hammer, the whole stone may break in a wrong manner. For that he need a chisel, a pointed tool. चपट असतं, असं पॉइंटेड असतं आणि ते अडकवतो आणि त्याच्यावर हातोडा मारतो, म्हणजे हळूहळू असे छिल्ले जातो तो स्टोन. जसं आपण ब्लेडनी जेव्हा पेन्सिल छिलतो ना, इफ यू डोंट हॅव शॉर्पनर, विथ द ब्लेड यू आर पॉइंटिंग इट. सो इन दिस वे यू आर चेझलिंग इट. हळूहळू त्याचे चिप्स काढायचे from these long blades. He also started using ivory and rare stones of quartz variety. Now ivory, everybody knows ivory is hatti dant. It is very very hard, खूप hard असतं ते. It doesn't break easily. It is ivory. So bones, stones, branches readily available in the nature. Slowly and steadily, by his capacity of observing and thinking, he came to know that he can use the ivory also, the tooth of the long trunks of the elephant, and the rare stone of the quartz variety. So, various stones were available in nature, specifically the quartz stone, which is very hard and it is very sharp when cut. So, these were the other material used for making tools. So, it was possible for him to make various kind of tool like knife, chisel, borer, scraper using this material. These material previously also it was available in nature, but the previous primitive men, Homo habilis, erectus, they were not having the capacity, or they do not have that much understanding or thinking capacity to make the tools out of these things. But slowly and steadily, by observation, by practice, experimentation, he came to know that again these things, ivory and quartz, can be used to make the tools. So, students, go through the textbook, read page number 27, first 3 paragraphs. Thank you.